So recently, like only a few days ago, I am a little bit late on this, but Bandai Namco announced that in August of 2022, they'll be shutting down the servers for Jump Force. But not only that, they're also going to delist the game entirely from all digital storefronts. So, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I enjoy physical games. I have a collection of them. I like collecting them, obviously. And when I hear about games getting delisted, it makes me more and more worried about the upcoming all-digital future. So basically, when a game has a physical copy, even if it gets delisted or it's no longer for sale, like they don't make it anymore, like, you know, older consoles, you can still go and buy a physical copy used or sometimes new, maybe not from the actual manufacturer or whatever, but still you can find a secondhand copy somewhere. But if it's a digital only title and gets delisted, there's no other way to access it other than maybe emulation. But as time goes forward and consoles get better and better, it becomes harder to emulate. Now, this isn't that big of a deal because Jump Force did get a physical copy, but still, I don't like seeing games get delisted. Now, and I also don't understand the delisting of this because I understand, okay, shut down the servers is not that popular game. It was not even considered a great game. It was on a lot of worst of the year lists the year it came out. It's just kind of shocking me that they'll just shut the whole thing down and delete it from the internet, basically, which is just really weird to me. I don't know if it's a licensing thing, but like, it's Shonen Jump, which I believe Namco has the license to. So I don't know. I really don't know. It reminds me of also how J-Star's Victory, J-Star's Victory versus Plus, what a weird fucking title. The game was also delisted, and I got a physical copy secondhand. I saw it in a store and it wasn't that expensive. I thought it would have been rare because it was delisted, but it wasn't. And again, it's just like weird. Like, even if these games are considered that good, that doesn't mean that nobody should ever have access to them ever again. I always hear the arguments like, oh, well, if you bought it digitally, then you can still go and re-download even if it's delisted, which is true. But Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, Valve, whoever could theoretically at any time revoke that license so you don't have access to it anymore unless it's already downloaded. That's happened. I think it was with iTunes or something like that, where they like got rid of a bunch of movies. And people who paid for those movies and had them in their library for years just no longer had access to them, couldn't re-download them, nothing. That's something that could potentially happen. I'm not saying it will, or it's even a huge probability that it could, but it could happen. Just think of like PT. In case you don't know what PT is, it stood for Playable Teaser, and it was like a reveal for a now canceled reboot of Silent Hill called Silent Hills. You know, they had this demo, it was free and everything, and then all of a sudden when Konami canceled the game, they're just like, you know what? We're delisting the demo. We're going to make it so no one can ever download it again. But I don't know. This is just scary because, you know, like now, like, so both major consoles both have a digital-only version. There's the Xbox Series S and there's the PS5 digital edition. Both those don't have a disc drive. So even if you could buy a physical version of a delisted game, you can't play it. If you wanted to play Jump Force in 2023, but you never bought it digitally, well, now you're screwed because even if you get your hands on a physical version and you got a digital PS5, you can't play it. You would have to go buy a disc PS5 or a PS4 or whatever other console this is on. It's on Switch and stuff too. So, but I don't know. This is like, I don't like this. I don't like that it's happening. I don't know. This has just been kind of like a rant, and like, it's not really so much about Jump Force specifically. Like, I played a little bit of it. It wasn't really for me. Even same thing with this game. Like, I didn't really play this one that much. The point is, I don't like the all digital future. I don't like the fact that, you know, access to our games can be taken away at any moment, theoretically. Like, it's never really happened. It's never like Sony's been like, yeah, we're just going to remove the licenses for all your digital games and you're not going to be able to access them anymore. But also, too, like, what could also happen is, like, you could potentially get your account banned. A friend of mine, he doesn't know what he did, but he got his account temporarily banned, and he lost all his digital games, including a game he had pre-ordered. So he had to rebuy all that stuff because they were digital, and they were tied to that account that was temporarily banned. He did get it back, of course. That's not always the case. Just to clarify something, so his account wasn't like temporarily banned, like it was like a 30-day ban or whatever. No, it was like banned, and he had to call Sony support to get it unbanned. And maybe some people do stuff to warrant their ban, like use racial slurs and stuff on online servers or all that kind of stuff, or hack or whatever. But some people get wrongfully banned, and if all your games are digital, you just lost all your games. So That's why I think having physical games is the better option, because if my PSN account got banned tomorrow, I would still have all my games.